Greetings, Flosstube. Today is Monday, March 6th, 2017. It is 6:42 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. And I know I had promised a video last Friday, which was my last short day at work. But the weekend got taken over by other things. My husband ended up having some time off Friday afternoon because the coaches he works for were going to go teach at a clinic in Rhode Island. So he ended up with time off, and we spent the day together Friday. And then over the weekend, I kept saying, I'm going to make a video, but then it just never happened. I will be back with a progress video, but this is just a little quick video that I wanted to share. Is when I got home, I found this priority mail envelope in front of my door. And I actually thought it was something completely unrelated to cross stitch. But then I looked, and it had the Silk Weavers Needleworker's Delight return address. I nearly fainted. Folks, I joined the Fabric of the Month Club last August. And I never heard, and I never heard, and I never heard. And I actually thought that I ended up emailing them in October or November and canceling my Fabric of the Month subscription. But I guess I didn't. Because it had to be sometime right around the inaugural, I think right afterwards. So late January, I got a call. I got a voicemail saying, this is so-and-so at Silk Weavers Fabrics, and we just needed to let you know that the PIN number on your debit card didn't go through, so we just need to double check that with you so we can process your order. Well, at that point, the debit card that I had given them had been hacked while we were in Hawaii over Thanksgiving, so I didn't even have that debit card anymore, so I had to get my information to them anyway. But what slightly bothered me a little bit, and I don't want to, talk trash about them because I don't know what their circumstance is, but I signed up for the Fabric of the Month Club in August before I knew anything about Silk Weaver's customer service issues. And it took them 6 months to contact me about a debit card issue. So that kind of tweaked me a bit. But I figure, hey, better late than never. So when I called back, there's apparently 2 people you can leave voicemails for. And then I guess the person who contacted me is a third who works in customer service or something. And that was in late January. And I called and they put the Fabric of the Month through, and the money came out of my account into January, and now it's March 6th and I finally get it. I mean, it's disappointing, but like I said, who am I to judge? Maybe they just don't have enough staff, which is not good customer service to me. If you have something that takes off like a juggernaut, which I'm sure their Fabric of the Month Club has, because I'm sitting here looking at 4 gorgeous pieces of fabric, I can see why people want their fabric. If it takes off like a shot out of a cannon and you can't keep up with demand, you should hire more people. But like I said, I don't know if that's the case. So I don't want to sit here and say, rail against Silk Weavers and, be snotty about it because I don't know their circumstances. Let's just say customer service, not the best, but the fabric is beautiful. So it's kind of worth it for me. Now, granted, I got my August, September, October, and November Fabric of the Month. They still owe me a December, January, and February. But, hey, what can I say? It's beautiful. There's 4 very, very different pieces of fabric here, which I really like. I like having the variety of colors and sizes of fabric. Now, I did sign up for 32 count because I just like the finished look on 32 count. I like the smaller crosses and everything. Now, this first one is beautiful. It's an opalescent 32 count Belfast in the color Sand. And it's a very pretty kind of, I don't know if it's even going to show up in here. I really wish I had better overhead lighting, but I don't. Perils of living in an apartment, I suppose. But this is a real pretty kind of orangish beige. You can definitely tell there's like some copper undertones to it, and it's of course opalescent. So that is really pretty. This one I think would be good for like a Halloween piece. as if you didn't want to stitch on like a really massively bright eyeball searing orange or something, like say one of the picture this plus, what is it called? Eek or whatever the one is that they have that's the real bright orange. This would be a nice fall theme or Halloween theme fabric if you didn't want to go totally blaze orange. Then the next one that I've got is also an opalescent, 32 count, and it's called Barn Owl Beige. And this one I think would be very pretty for any kind of Christmas piece that you were doing that had a lot of like green and red, you know, like if you were doing a sampler or something, because it's a very pretty just pale beige with the opalescent in it. I think that would be really pretty if you wanted to do something where the stitches would stand out, because it's kind of an understated color. I like that. And then the next piece is Wexford Linen 32 count, and this is a fabric called Desert Storm. I'm just going to go ahead and rip these open because I have a bag that I keep my fabric in anyway, which has grown by leaps and bounds because this year I've decided that I'm not, and I've kind of already broken this because I bought the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Fruit of the Month Club. It was so adorable though. It was so adorable. You cannot, just look at that pattern. I guarantee you won't be able to resist it. So, but this is really pretty. It's kind of a plummy, kind of purpley. It's more like a purplish that would trend towards the red side of purple. You know what I mean? Like a wine color or something. But it's really very pretty. I like that. I like that. So see, I mean, even despite the customer service issues, I really do like these fabrics. I really do like these fabrics. And then there is one, it's another Wexford Linen, 32 count. And this one is pretty. This one is called Lakeview. Now, I haven't stitched a lot on blue fabric. This is really pretty. This would be pretty for like a nature scene or something with a bird, or because it looks like the sky. It looks like nature in the sky, and it's got some darker blue and some green. And I tend to trend towards the fabrics that have the greenish, bluish, purplish things in them anyway. I don't know why. I guess it's because those are my favorite shades anyway, and I just trend towards these. So that's a really pretty one to use. So yeah, I mean, the fabric is beautiful. So I would just say if you want some really beautiful fabric and you're willing to put up with a little bit of customer service shenanigans, I would say go for it. The fabric is beautiful and it's worth it once you get it. I mean, it might take you 6 months to get your orders, but you know, I mean, I understand that when you hand dye fabric. I mean, I know a lot of people like Stephanie, when she does it, she puts on her website, you know, it could take a month because, you know, I'm sure that they do the hand dyeing as they get the orders in. Because it's probably hard to know what colors will be popular, and if people are ordering specific pieces, you know, it's probably easier to make each piece as it's ordered as opposed to making half a crap ton of a certain color and then it doesn't sell and then, you know, you're out money. So, I mean, I totally understand that things work differently in the hand-dyed fabric world. So, yeah, I just nearly fainted when I saw that was from Silk Weavers because I was just like, wait a minute, what the heck? It actually got here, which is kind of sad because it's Metro in New Jersey, which I could drive there faster than it takes to ship fabric to me from them because I'm in Massachusetts. It would probably take me an 8-hour day to drive there. Probably not even. Bill and I have stopped in New Jersey en route to Maryland on vacation before, so depending on how much New York traffic you hit, it's not even an all-day thing, so. But, anyway. And like I said, I don't want to be hypercritical, because that's not who I am, and I don't want to slam these people. You know, I'm sure they're working their butts off to supply us with beautiful fabrics like these. I just wish that if you know, I think it might just be supply and demand. Maybe they weren't prepared for how much we would be like, oh, give me that fabric. I want that fabric. I love that fabric. I need it. I want it. Or maybe that's just the way I am. I tend to be like a little magpie when it comes to fabric and things. And like I said, I'm trying to not buy patterns as much anymore these days. So, you know, because I want to stitch what I've got. So right now I'm kind of stashing fabric. Yeah, kind of, sort of. So anyway, there it is. I will come back this week with a video of my progress. I have actually made a lot of progress on a few things, which feels good. I feel like 2017 is going to be a year where I can get a lot done. But like I said, my weekend just got away from me in the best way possible because I had the whole weekend to spend with Bill. This week he's got, it's not exactly a clinic tomorrow and Wednesday night. I don't know what you would call it. It's basically the coaches invited some of their friends from around the New England area who are college coaches to come in. They're going to watch film, discuss it, talk about what works for them, what doesn't. So it's kind of an impromptu clinic. It's not anything formal and fancy. But Bill's got that tomorrow night and Wednesday night. And then Thursday is the start of camp, which actually next week is spring break. And they weren't going to start camp until spring ball until after, till like the 20th or the 21st. But for some reason, I guess Whip just wanted to go ahead and start it. So they actually have a practice at 7 o'clock Thursday night. So I will have time to sit down and do a video because Bill will be working late the next few nights. And then after that, my next short work day is this coming Monday, a week from today. But I'm taking that day off to spend with Bill, so I may or may not get a video done. I'll probably just try to do one this week and then skip one on Monday, and then on my next short work day on the 28th do one. Because I think the every 2-week thing works for me because then I have enough progress to show you. As opposed to just, oh yeah, I stitched one line on this and one line on that. I don't want anybody to get bored or, you know, whatever with my videos. So that's the plan. And I'm trying to stick to it. At this point, I think maybe Wednesday night. Because, see, right now, Bill's not sure what's going on as far as the clinic. Because it might be that they don't stay very long on Wednesday. They might just be in on Wednesday for the morning or something. So I'm thinking a late video Thursday night. I plan to go out to practice a little bit just to see Bill and see how things are going. Of course, it won't be much because it's the first day, and spring ball isn't usually, it's not nearly as crazy as summer practice is, but so I'll probably get a video up Thursday and show you. I have made progress on Nutty Parade, and I've worked a little bit on the piece that I'm stitching in memory of the football player who passed away, and working a little bit on my niece's blingy cross stitch. She did very well this weekend. They had the Hall of Fame dance competition in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And she had several different numbers because she had a tap trio, a tap solo, and then a couple of numbers with the group, with the small group that she's in. And her tap solo won a platinum, first place, and in her age group. And then overall, out of all 59 tap soloists, she came in second. And then the trio she was in, they came in first platinum in their age group. And then overall, I'm not sure how many overall trios there were, but they came in third. So she qualified for nationals for both of those. So, you know, I'm really going to work hard on getting this cross stitch done for her because, you know, I like to celebrate her dance things. So I've been working on that a little bit, and I haven't really had too many other of my projects out right now. I haven't worked on Old Glory Sampler in quite a while. I guess President's Day, February 20th was the last time I worked on that one. And I did get the flag finished. I'll show you that. So, but I haven't had it out since then because I'm trying to go in a rotation of the things that I want to finish first. And I definitely want to finish Andrew's Nutcrackers. I'm getting sort of kind of in the home stretch, not quite. So I will be back Thursday night with those to show you. And thanks for listening to this weird rambling thing. I don't know. Maybe it's Hot Mess Monday. I know Danielle had a Hot Mess Friday in there somewhere, but today at work it was just Hot Mess Monday for me because I was just doing my thing, getting my work done, and then all of a sudden the computer's crapped out. I couldn't even open my files. I couldn't generate templates, do anything I needed to do. Technology is good until it isn't, right? So anyway, until next time, I wish you a happy stitching and happy life, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.